Hey everyone, welcome back to A Reason to Talk. I'm joined by Bob Dylan. It's just Alci who saw the movie, and now he likes Bob Dylan a lot, and I have to deal with it, and so do you now.
All I do is protest. Yeah.
What do you protest, Bob?
It's all sign language.
Where'd you get your name from, Bob?
You can call me Arthur.
No, where did you get the name Bob Dylan from?
Arthur.
Where'd you get the name Bob Dylan from?
I always liked Billy the Kid.
Nope. It's not where it's from.
Look, man,
This is so annoying. He showed up at my house. He literally showed up at my house in character. I walk up to him, I say, "You got the opposite of a haircut," which is objectively true. And he knows nothing about the guy. The answer, by the way, is Dylan Thomas, the Irish poet.
yeah,
Bob Dylan.
I dig that guy.
Arthur Rosen something, he's Jewish, based that character off of Dylan Thomas.
I think it's based on. I've got a Nobel Prize in literature, so you should probably listen to that.
You know who else got a Nobel Prize? Or was associated with the Nobel system? Alfred Nobel. Do you know what he did? He invented
dynamite.
Yeah. So your hero.
Yeah, I didn't attend.
What are you protesting
I
again?
didn't attend the award show.
What are you protesting again?
All I do is protest.
What?
How does it feel?
So Vietnam was the answer we were looking
Like
for.
a Rolling Stone.
Vietnam.
Look, man.
Which he also said was a tie. I want that in writing. Bob Dylan said that Vietnam was a tie. Which...
You can call me Jack.
Where the fuck did that come from?
Jack Rollins.
You're eating an edible pipe. This is miserable. This is a miserable time. Had a miserable New Year's and a continual of miserable event.
Look, man. Silence experience shows.
Name me three of his songs. Name me three of his songs right now.
I'm not going to play Blown in the Wind for the rest of my life.
So, that's one.
Most of the time.
You can't think of any.
Most of the time is a song I wrote.
Okay.
I was starting to sing it, you dumbass.
Dumbass. Mr. Peace
I
Prize.
also sang another song.
Which is?
Rolling Stone, like a Rolling Stone.
No. Beside those two.
I literally said Blown in the Wind earlier.
Okay, fine.
That was
You get three. You get three.
And
I was looking for Knocking on Heaven's Door or Leaves of Grass, but that's fine.
No.
Most notable works.
I've never been a folk singer.
What?
Look, man.
If you keep watching, you'll watch the first YouTube uploaded murder. That's not true. There's plenty. You'll watch the first sanctioned YouTube uploaded murder.
Hmm.
Actually, you can find like Iraqi war footage. Vietnam! No, you can't find Vietnam. You can probably find some Vietnam.
It was the first war on television, man.
It was more radio first, but sure. It was much more of a radio thing. Like the radio.
Look, you just think that because you're a chick, alright? Men and women have access to a different kind of pain. That's why women can never be poets.
Bob Dylan say that?
Look, I'm a chauvinist. I'm sexist because I said guys and chicks are different.
Yeah.
Guys and chicks are different, man. Look here. I'll tell you what. You bring a chick here. We both give us both a piece of paper. We write down the nastiest thing we can think of, and we'll see if a chick can be a poet.
So, what are your thoughts on Emily Dickinson?
It's not the same.
Or the Bronte sisters?
It's just not the same.
Really, because a big inspiration for you was Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Yeah.
He was just one of many transcendentalists, motivated by also Mary Shelley. What do you think of her?
It's not the same, man. Like I said, we got access to different kinds of pain.
You sound like you're trying to be McConaughey in True Detective Season 1, which is the best cinema.
Yeah, I dig that.
You fucking dipshit. Oh my, this is miserable. We just started recording. You're checking to make sure your mic was on.
Never create anything. People will misunderstand it. It'll chain itself to you and follow you and never change.
You're terrible. I wish all of the bad things upon you.
Real music will always sound like real music. It doesn't need to be protected.
You're kicking the table. That actually doesn't matter because we're holding our mics.
Yeah.
Bob, you're a little restless for a 90-year-old.
Yeah, I want to go hide away.
What are your thoughts on the legalization of
Anyone who
marijuana?
knows me.
What are your thoughts on marijuana and the legalization of said illicit substance?
I dig it.
Do you think there should be an age limit?
Look, man, I'm not.
Should that be considered when considering drug-altering offenses?
There's no politics.
So if someone were to commit a crime,
there's no
sober versus under the influence of
there's
marijuana.
there's no politics, man.
There's no politics.
It's all sign language.
I thought you were a protest.
It's all.
All you do is protest.
It's all sign
Which
language.
is all of politics.
People keep wanting point finger songs. Okay, I only got 10 fingers.
What about your toes? You have to fill. If you're going to play a character, you have to fill. This is your job. You're committing to this bit. That's on you, man.
You can call me Billy, okay?
Oh, that's like the 7th name. You didn't even know where he got the name. Bob Dylan.
Hey, I think I would know where I got my name, and
you think?
Yeah. And you can call me.
One would think.
You can call me Jude Quinn, okay?
Jew Quinn?
Jude.
I'm not going to call you Jew Quinn.
One girl called me Judy. Coco was her name.
And she obviously can't be a poet.
I remember singing with Joan. She was interesting.
All right, I'm just going to talk about myself. This is going to become a monologue instead of a podcast.
Yeah, I don't ask questions where I don't expect answers, buddy.
You do. Also, that is the horrible way to live life. That's terrible. You should ask questions regardless. I don't ask questions about anything because I learn nothing.
Yeah.
Nice, man. That's really cool.
You don't want me to say what I want to say. You want me to say what you want.
I don't want you to talk at all. Like in the slightest. I'm doing objectively almost all that I can to get you to shut the fuck
I'm
up.
not gonna sing "Blowing in the Wind" for the rest of my life.
You should. Also, you still do. I believe you still sing it on tour.
You obviously weren't at the festival.
Which festival, Bob?
He didn't even listen to my advanced track. He didn't even listen to the music I wanted to play.
What did you play, Bob?
I playing with a band is fun, okay?
No one's contesting that, Bob.
Hey. The guy who looked a whole lot like Ed Norton did.
You've lost me.
Yeah, well.
You're still eating your pipe. You hungry motherfucker. Yeah, there it goes. That's gonna kill your stomach, man. You are fucked. It's like I was just on fire.
Look, man. Look.
You're so fucking stupid. God.
How does it feel?
Do I have to be Walter Cronkite now?
Like
What is going on in Vietnam?
Sun.
What the hell is going on in Vietnam? Mr. President, why'd you let this happen? Our young little boys. We've sent them off to die and to kill other younger little boys and children.
I got this.
For a tie.
I got this pair of binoculars, you see, and I use them when I look into your eyes, and I can see into your soul.
That is a woman's pair of
And
sunglasses.
I can understand how to play your instrument.
That is a woman's pair of sunglasses.
Hey, man. Kate Blanchett played me in a movie.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Kate Blanchett played you.
and she looked the most like me of any of the actors to play me.
That's awesome. Hey, you know what? She gives ring.
She's probably the best actor of her generation. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I dig her.
You dig her.
Yeah, like I dig Shakespeare.
Like you dig Shakespeare. You like Shakespeare. What's your favorite piece of Shakespeare's?
Oh, I'm a big fan of his poetry, as opposed to his plays.
Really cool, good that you drew that distinction there, bud. I love that you did that. Can you give me an example?
No.
That's awesome. That makes for really good podcast content. Thanks, Bob. Love to have you on here, guy. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad we blew 85% of this year's budget on getting you here. It's a fucking miserable time. This is a miserable time.
Then why don't you tell me about yourself, huh, Max?
Sure, I'll tell you about a dream I had. That'd be fun.
No.
Basically, all right, I wrote it out because I immediately after having it. Actually, did we already talk about honey last time?
Yeah, no.
No, we didn't. Okay, so you know honey, PayPal honey, the... Audio listeners, he brought out a fucking harmonica.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty. Usually
I'm gonna hurt you.
That holds it around my neck.
As soon as that camera's off, I'm going to hurt you. And you're 90, I can take you.
You want to whistle?
Your bones are dust. I have my own.
Hey, good for you, man.
I have a trumpet downstairs, motherfucker.
Mm.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, dear God. A trumpet.
We have 3 pianos on this floor.
That's pretty sick. We could play something.
Bottle of red.
And Joan kicked me out when I was up late riding. I was keeping her up. There was absolutely no other reason. I wasn't being an asshole at all.
I can't imagine why she'd do that.
Yeah.
I don't feel that urge right now to evict you from my home with extreme prejudice.
To evict you from my home with extreme, that's got a ring to it.
Does it?
Yeah. So.
You know, I have a cannon sitting right there.
Mm.
It's a cannon.
Life is kind of like a cannon. You know, I was shot out from where I grew up, and then I met Woody.
You know why today is important?
You can call me Woody, actually.
You know why today is important? It's the final night of Hanukkah.
It's actually today is it's January 1st. It's New Year's Day.
I will be. Oh shit! We have New Year's stuff downstairs, like celebratory stuff.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, but we have celebration stuff. We'll have to constantly have.
I don't really know if I believe in resolutions or all that.
I'm not talking about resolutions. It's actually the final night of Hanukkah, Bob. So we're going to talk about, you are Jewish. You were raised Jewish.
That I am.
Yeah. So we're going to, tell me about the Maccabees.
Gesundheit.
Well, Bob, let me tell you about 8 cold nights inside some empty temples. Effectively. You're just going to be singing while I talk about the most spiritual night of my life.
You can continue. Yeah.
You know, it'd be good if you told us.
Spiritual. I'm not talking about the devil, the guy with the 2 horns. I'm talking about a spiritual.
Again,
devil.
You're Jewish. We don't believe in the devil.
Maybe in another life,
No.
I'd be a minister.
Would it remind me of your last name? Your born last name?
I don't like to talk about my past.
All right. I'm going to look it up to make sure I get this exactly right. Considered one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Born Robert Allen Zimmerman.
Zimmerman. Yeah.
You have a Hebrew name. Shabbati Zassi ben Avraham. That's your fucking name. All right. You were born during World War II.
That's math, yeah.
Literally, oh my god, your parents were victims of the fucking pogroms.
Yeah, well, that's that.
That's an interesting attitude to have to that. That whole pogroms then Holocaust thing. As much of a you're kind of a like it's history. Let's leave it in the past. No one really shouldn't really matter nowadays type of guy.
Don't even know.
Semi recently, Marjorie Taylor
She's
Greene
gone.
doubled down on her
Most of the
assertion.
time.
We're gonna have two audio tracks right now going at the same time, both peaking. That's cool. Doubled down on her assertion that the Jewish space lasers caused the California wildfires. It is my understanding that
All of America's a wildfire right now, man.
What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? Bob, you're just being normal, Bob. We're just trying to talk, man.
What is normal? I think
Not you.
we all got different definitions.
It's called a nominative.
I think we got different definitions.
Nominative definition. Normative.
I think we got different definitions.
It's what it isn't.
It depends on your definitions of people.
Like whiteness is defined as
it
what
depends on your
whiteness
definition
isn't.
of people.
And that's why the term evolves over time.
Do we?
What? Do we what? Bob, what are you saying, Bob? Bob, I took my Adderall for this.
Well, I thought you'd be following them a little better then.
Do you think? You know what? Me too, Bob. Fucking Robert Zimmerman. Once again, Shabbatasi Zisi Ben Avraham.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
That's not the chords. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. It's not like you're just stuck as Bob, but like a good Bob. You know like 4 things about him total.
What makes you think that? What actually makes you think that?
You didn't know what his name was based off of, like his fucking name. You knew at most 5 songs. Don't give you a cent past that. You've repeated phrases all with the same genre of confusion and nothingness that shows, okay, where'd you grow up?
Maybe there's a little more.
Where'd you grow up?
Things than you realize.
When were you born?
During World War II. You literally
What year?
just fucking said
What
that.
year, bud?
I don't like to think about my past. Okay, it's
1942.
now. Okay, I got on that train with my little guitar when I was a little black boy. and I kept
Bob, I don't
on
think
going.
you could say that. Bob.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm telling the truth.
Bob, that's a bad look. Bob, I need to get you off the podcast.
When I was a little black boy.
Post-haste. No, you double down.
And I fell off the train on the bridge.
Bob, what do you mean? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Oh.
Bob, what?
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Oh my god, there's tears! Going down his fucking dumbass face. You're looking like a goddamn eagle's nest. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what? You have to edit this. That's on you. I've never seen you cry for real, like any adult emotion, except for this. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of emotions going around right now.
Such as you want to elaborate a little bit and share with the class, if you will. This is a fucking podcast. This is your job. Your job is to explain yourself. Your job is to write things down.
I'm just a storyteller. Okay.
Your job is to communicate. Can you, I don't know, try? Your only job is to communicate. That's the only thing.
Hey.
Oh my god, there's more fucking tears. Are you kidding me? Holy, I haven't seen you, dude.
Nah, I'm sweating from my eyes as well.
Both of our families have had severe physical, literal health issues that have been extraordinarily dire, and you haven't cried from that.
No.
You didn't cry from Oppenheimer.
That's an interesting example. You know, Ever since the bomb went off, things haven't been the same.
Which one? Trinity? I don't know if that picked it up. Trinity?
I knew a girl named Trinity, I think.
You know a lot of girls, Bob.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
So, okay, you were around during the
Hey, most
worst
of the time,
HIV
I don't even notice she's
AIDS
gone.
crises.
I don't remember what her lips felt like on mine.
Okay, you
Most
said
of
you
the
would
time.
drop this early. We've been recording for 21 minutes.
Drop what?
I need more weapons.
I've been
How do I keep you in check?
I've been dropping things.
Do I need
my
a
whole life.
spray bottle? I have compressed air. Will that work?
I've been dropping things my whole life, Max.
What does that mean, Bob? Stop saying queer.
I'm tired of dropping things. I
Hey,
want to pick things
as
up.
Woody Harrelson would say,
Okay.
can you stop saying weird shit? Can you stop saying
I
weird
believe
shit?
the line you're looking for is odd shit.
Can you stop fucking saying some odd goddamn fucking shit?
Look, man.
I am so curious what my blood pressure is right now. Oh my god. I'm not gonna live through this episode. Don't, that's dead air. We can't both
Look,
be
man.
quiet.
Silence, experience shows, is what people fear most.
Yeah. And it makes it bad for a podcast. This isn't a expose your fears podcast, Bob.
Look,
This is a This is called a reason to talk, not a reason for silence.
the only things that are real are dreams, that which nature cannot touch with decay.
I'm gonna break your fucking legs. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna talk about my dream.
Yeah, because I keep walking all over your words.
That's a big factor. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Look, Mr. Jones.
Bob, where do you think you are right now? Bob, what year is it?
You clearly don't know as many Bob Dylan songs as you think.
I don't know. I know like 4. Because I'm normal. And I'm 19, Bob.
No.
Bob, what year do you think it is?
They were my biggest fans. And they hate me.
This is because of the Vietnam stuff? Where you said
'cause
they
I didn't
deserved
play-
it?
I didn't play folk
You
music.
said they deserved it?
I legitimately, it's just I played rock music instead of folk music, and they got pretty pissed.
All right, Bob, we're going to talk about Halliburton. We're going to talk about Halliburton, and we're going to talk about Dick Cheney, all right?
The guy got shot in the face. The guy who shot the guy in the face duck hunting.
Yes, actually, yeah. You know what, Bob? You're on point with that one.
Yeah.
Actually,
Let's write a little song.
remind
about
me.
that.
My dad has a very important,
President.
my dad has a very important story about
And I
that.
shot him in the face.
My dad has a very important story about that
But I got away with
when he's
it.
on the podcast. Because my dad was there.
Our fathers, huh? Fathers are an interesting thing.
Are they, Bob?
No father should have to watch his son die.
So you're talking about Vietnam again. What are your thoughts about the Iraq War?
Look, man.
What about the War on Terror?
Look, man, there are no politics. It's all just sign language.
What do you think about the difference between the drug war and the war on drugs?
Look at all these pills. What does this one do?
Which pill?
Oh, it makes me fall asleep.
Which pill?
Look at all these pills.
This pill? This is chlorophyll.
Does that make you fall asleep?
A little bit.
Ah,
It's chlorophyll malate. It's an antihistamine.
this is fair.
Mostly it just fucks with our memory.
You're telling me
And,
about,
well, it removes it.
you're telling me about some honey.
Vastly. Okay, sure. What do you know about the creator economy and affiliate marketing?
I never asked to be a millionaire.
Okay, Bob. So I'm assuming that means very little. Well, you should start with the basics. So when you're on YouTube, okay, this might be a tough start. this is miserable.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
I'm
Look, you can't take my kids.
Is that another song? You're
No.
talking about Vietnam again.
No.
They're not your kids.
I got about 10,000 kids, actually.
They belong to the Vietnamese.
Yeah.
The Viet Cong now, actually.
Yeah, the Viet, yeah.
Have you been? It's so pretty.
I got no quarrel with no Viet Cong. Sorry, that was Muhammad Ali.
You close with Ollie?
I dig him.
Yeah?
He's a poet. And he's a man, so he's a good poet.
Bob, you're kind of miserable to be around.
Yeah, I suppose I am.
So how would...
I don't think...
Okay.
I don't
Why did you wait until I started talking to start your sentence?
I don't think you realize how much of what I'm saying is literal quotes.
I think a lot,
Yeah.
but it's still miserable. It doesn't, okay, it doesn't validate the things that you're saying as not very annoying, and B, intolerable. Okay, cool.
They only want me here because they think I'm going to sing for them.
You continually mention a they. Tell me about this they.
It depends on which sentence.
Okay,
I'm gonna be
that
honest.
last sentence. Tell me about the they in that last
The
sentence.
people at this party.
Which party?
This fundraiser.
Which fundraiser?
It's for something.
For what?
They only want me here because they think I might sing.
Who's they and where are you? What do they want you to say?
It's, of course they want me to sing "Blowing in the Wind." They always want me to sing "Blowing in the Wind."
Who's they and
I'm
where?
not gonna just sing "Blowing in the Wind." 83 more shows. I can't do 83 more shows. I'll die.
80. You're still booking to this day. You've done like 1,000 shows, like Queens of the Stone Age.
I dig them.
You did Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah, they're groovy.
Elaborate.
Bam.
I feel like you're running out of creative runway here, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Okay, I'm done.
Thank God. I have my friend back. Jesus Christ.
I watched A Complete Unknown last night.
In case it wasn't extraordinarily clear.
And then today I watched I'm Not There, which is you clearly don't know about it. It's a older...
Why would you need to say that to me?
Because you didn't know Kate Blanchett played Bob Dylan. But
No,
it's a collection of actors played Bob Dylan, including Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, the guy who played the Irish guy in season 4 of Fargo. He was actually very impressive. And then
Barry Keoghan.
Richard Gere was one, and then also, yes, a little black boy.
What?
Young Bob Dylan was played by a black boy.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, it was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But out of context,
Okay.
oh my god. Those were legitimate tears. I couldn't.
That's insane. That's the only genuine
And
emotion
it
I've
was-
ever seen you express.
It was
And that
really,
little black boy made you feel that way.
Yeah. It was a really good. I really liked I'm Not There. It's way too artsy for you. You wouldn't be able to handle it. And what else? I actually, as a Bob Dylan fan, which you don't seem to believe I am,
Nope.
I was literally 90% of what I said were quotes from those two movies or from Bob Dylan songs.
Or from Bob. Okay. That's
Yeah.
fine. How was your New Year's?
It was good. I watched The Complete Unknown with my brother. I enjoyed it.
You invited me, then uninvited me, asshole.
Yeah, because my brother, he looked at me, he was like, "Oh, well, we haven't really hung out one-on-one like this whole break," and I was like, "Oh, you want to?" Oh, you.
I go back in a week. You can have his time.
Yeah.
I actually do go back next Monday.
Yeah, I'm flying back January 9th.
Oh, so Wednesday or Thursday.
Of Thursday.
Yeah.
And then we're going to a Comic-Con right after.
But when do you? But you? Yes.
This
a week. Another week.
This was an effort. My hair.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Because look at Bob Dylan, dude.
Oh, Mr. Zimmerman.
Yeah. I will be honest. I didn't know. Look at it this way. When walking out of a complete unknown, I was walking by someone and I heard them say, we started a conversation after this, but I heard them say, well, I still know nothing about Bob Dylan. And I think Bob would appreciate that.
Hey man, what's the title of the movie?
I know, I was going to say, that was one of DJ's complaints, and I said, DJ, unknown is in the title.
That's fair.
Yeah. But I think the first half of it was absolutely perfect. And then...
Is it Oscar fodder?
Oh, this Timothy Chalamet guy, he's got a future in this industry.
Oh, yeah. Has he been in anything before?
Yeah. Both, I'm saying it now, both Timothy Chalamet and Ed Norton are getting Oscar nominations for this.
So Ed Norton was in it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's one of the main reasons I wanted to see it. I'm a big Edward Norton guy. And... Oh... Sorry, I'm still cooling off. Jesus Christ, that took more out of me than I thought it would. I just knew, the reason I really wanted to do this is because I knew for no good reason it would infuriate you.
What the fuck do you mean, no good reason?
Because you just get mad at things you can't control.
I lost my friend!
And man, when you try to control things, you're not meant to. Those belong to my mom.
I apologize
You
to
asshole.
her. I will recoup the cost.
That was a lot
You'll
of
get
fun,
them.
though.
You'll get them later.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed being Bob Dylan.
Did you?
/ Jude Quinn / Jack Rollins / Woody / Arthur.
Arthur Morgan.
And I forget what the name they gave to the Heath Ledger one.
Arthur Morgan.
I'm so curious about the Heath Ledger one. I need to look up what that one was about.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you about the honey scam now. Is that all right?
Yeah, no, and I could talk. I saw a clip of Markiplier from a few years ago talking about how little he trusted honey.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, how much do you know about it already?
I just know that apparently there's something where they were using their...
Actually, don't explain it because I'll contextualize for the fans.
Okay. And by the way, these are a different snack because last time it was, what was it, chocolate hazelnut? This time it's chocolate fudge. It's a different flavor. It's a different pack. So this counts as a different snack.
I was going to offer you cookies once we were done recording. I'm taking them back. Okay.
You can have some of these.
So the way that honey works...
You want some?
No. So do you know... Okay. If I'm a YouTuber and I market a product, I have the option of getting something called an affiliate code.
Mm-hmm.
This affiliate code is a little thing that goes through when you check out using my link that basically says this person did the work of getting the person to pay for this. They should get the commission. And that commission can sometimes be a large portion of that.
Ooh.
So if you're getting a NordVPN annual thing for $100, their payment is $40 or maybe $35 of that is commission. So
Wow.
it's a primary income source for many, 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 many YouTubers.
Okay.
Honey is a platform that is supposed to find you discount codes for a specific item or whatever.
It works pretty well usually.
It works, well, let me get into that. It works decently sometimes, but
they
shut up.
They claim that they got paid by the company, right?
Dude, you're ruining the story and the explanation.
Okay.
So you're gonna.
Okay.
Bob, this is my time to talk now. Thank you, Bob.
I told you to call me so many different names, and never once did you call me.
Yeah, because it's dumb as shit. All right. So the way it works is that you basically, when you use Honey gets what is called the last click. And when they do that, Honey secretly will change the affiliate code, if there is one, or even if there isn't, to their own. They will make it so that they are the last click, they are the affiliate. Mm-hmm. No matter what, even if they didn't find you a discount for something. So, for any site, for anything, if you have Honey installed on your browser and you purchase something, Honey will get a commission from that.
Uh-huh.
Now, not only that,
Uh-huh.
Honey had a program to kind of do like a commission sharing thing because people were kind of annoyed at it. This was like not somewhat public, but like some people were talking about it. Honey, they had something called Honey Gold, PayPal Gold, Honey Rewards, whatever.
What?
Yeah. Where you could get some money from the commission if you're a consumer. For that $100 NordVPN thing, by the way, you would make 89 cents to their $35. So it's complete bullshit. Then, okay, someone called Honey out for doing this, and they were like, "Yeah, we do this." I just realized, Alci, I'm a dipshit. Look, I set that up upside down.
What? Where? What?
The screen. The legs are on the top. Anyways, basically, Honey was even then struggling to be profitable, and so they start making deals with companies that can buy in if they would like. So if I'm a company, I can say I don't want anyone to be able to use more than 10% of a coupon, and these are the 10% coupons I want them to be allowed to use. Honey says, okay, we are limiting the coupons to 10%, and these are the only ones we'll provide. If a user tries to submit their own, doesn't work. And it doesn't go to their database.
What?
Yes. So you basically get the rewards or the discount that the company is letting you. It's a really easy way to fuck people over. And guess the total channel views Honey ads have gotten through, I believe, funding 3,000 YouTubers at least.
Billions.
Give a specific number.
4.
8. 8
Wow.
billion channel, or 8 billion ad views total. That's not accurate because it doesn't account for repeat viewers. It doesn't account for same viewership across multiple channels, which is highly likely. It doesn't account for people skipping the ad. But by total channel views. Okay. For context, by the way, who was it? They've done the math, and basically they've effectively stolen at least $5 million.
Congratulations.
Bad. Very bad. And so it's crazy. I think that they're UK based, I'm pretty sure. And so there was already an introduction of a Better Business Bureau investigation that didn't go anywhere because they changed some internal policies. But it would shock me if this didn't become a civil suit, in which Beast, Linus Tech Tips, and H3H3, those are the three main people that shilled Honey. It would be shocking if they weren't involved in that and said class action lawsuit.
Oh yeah. With those numbers, how could somebody like Mr. Beast not notice that?
So he didn't. Linus Tech Tips did. They didn't make a post about it. They made a post on their forum. They responded to a comment on their forum about it in 2022. That's the amount of outreach they did. And then they partnered with another company called Klarna, which it turns out does the exact same thing in terms of stealing affiliate. And they did 3 sponsorships.
Dude, I forgot to say my favorite Bob Dylan quote. I'm going to say it right now, okay? Okay.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Astronaut. Done.
So, if anyone's watching, I am looking for new podcast co-hosts. You will not be around much longer if things go my way.
You know what? Good, because I don't want to play Blowing in the Wind for the rest of my life anymore.
I'm going to unplug your microphone. And then...
Okay, that's all right. Have you seen ads for that ad blocker called Pi? I'm seeing them everywhere. I feel very similarly about it towards...
I nodded, by the way.
Huh? Yeah.
I nodded. To be
yeah, Max nodded.
Oh, also, but Honey sells user data sometimes.
Oh, well, no shit. But, no, I feel like Pi is another one of those things where it's just that's too good to be true to just be completely free. There's something fishy about Pi. Unless you want to sponsor us.
We are looking for sponsors, that is true.
Yeah.
No, they're probably...
In the meantime, you can support us on the Patreon.
There's no such thing as, a surely free product. That doesn't exist. I mean, there's free...
Exactly.
I'll give you an example. Brave is a browser that I use.
Okay.
they've had some allegations of Chinese data leaks, ownership issues, whatever.
But
Every
who hasn't?
literally,
Who hasn't?
no, you're right. Literally every browser has had that. They nowadays, pretty sure they don't sell any data, but the way they are able to stay functional is they'll chuck you an ad every once in a while about some Bitcoin or some shit. Basically, it's controlled ads that are supported, and then it runs off uBlock Origin, and it has a very good ad blocker throughout, and it's completely free.
Okay.
Okay. How willing are you to let me rant for a bit? And I'm going to explain net neutrality and the system of the internet.
How necessary is this?
I think it's just really interesting.
Okay. Do you think our main viewer base will find it interesting?
Absolutely not.
Then reconsider. Because you wouldn't let me talk about a movie trailer to our audience of mainly film,
Which you did for 40 minutes in the end.
That is actually, you only let it go on for about 5 minutes, and then I read about a 2-minute quote and then didn't comment on it very much.
I think it was longer than that.
It was like 15 at most.
I think it was longer than that.
Well,
But fine, I want.
like you can get
It's
basic
super. Okay,
because I'm
fine,
not an
fine.
asshole.
Basically, all right. So everyone uses the internet, and it's mostly free for most things. That is a system based off of advertising.
Based on, dude.
That
How
is a
many
system-
fucking times? Sorry.
Well, it's because I don't listen or
Basic
value.
grammar.
It's because I don't listen or value any of the things you said.
Grammar.
Basically, it is based on a system of advertising and selling data. That is how it remains free. Now, this basically was originated in the early 2000s with a concept called net neutrality, specifically for browsers. I'm going to talk very quickly because people will lose interest, but basically, you are supporting the ecosystem by watching ads and by letting your data get stolen and marketed, but that's not really an issue because there's a theory because there's so much data that none of the data is valuable at all because there's so much. That's pretty true. But basically, it is free because of a system called net neutrality where we basically agreed that it would be a free public service.
I've totally been listening.
That doesn't matter. It's just basically people agreed that it would be good.
Yeah.
Ajit Pai, which I believe was Trump's SEC or FT, one of the alphabet agencies, either the SEC, the FTC, FCC, whatever. He was the head of it. He wanted to repeal it. Basically, it would make you pay to use a service like Google or a service like YouTube or Twitter or any social media.
Really, paying to use the infinite information machine? How ridiculous. Paying to use the infinite information machine? How ridiculous. Like I said,
paying per Google search?
Well, per search?
Yes.
Oh, I completely misunderstood.
Because,
I thought it was more like a subscription.
It could also be like that. But effectively, it would be paying for you would be forced to directly pay for the service, and in return, you'd get probably similar levels of advertising because that's
we have it so easy.
Okay, as someone who understands how this shit works and how it develops.
Dude, no, I have an infinite information machine in my pocket. How crazy is that?
Not infinite. Not great information all the time, but it's
true.
It's pretty good.
I can pull out my phone, open an app, click a button, find out exactly what song is being played and who sang it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and you also allow that app to listen to your microphone all the time. Yeah, but see, you don't care and you're able to do it for free.
Yeah.
And you don't care about the practice. That's my opinion. Is that I don't care. You take my shit. Just check me ads.
Something you literally told me is that there's just so much data out there that
I said this like 4 minutes ago. Go on.
Well, see, I listened to you off of the podcast.
Cool.
Because you've said that to me before.
Basically, there's too much data for it to be interesting. All right. Done with net neutrality. Don't touch me. DM me if you want to know more about net neutrality or want to talk about it and how the system works and how it's funded and how it's interesting.
And DM me if you've seen I'm Not There and want to help analyze it because it's very artsy.
DM Alci if you
I really like it.
Yep. Do you have any other topics? Because I have a few, but
Let me check my
pull up your
channel.
topic list on your computer.
I can do that.
Look
Can't
it on
I?
your phone.
You son of a bitch.
We are recording.
Oh, Milton's favorite villain.
No,
is
no,
Ultron.
dude, get, bruh. This is bad topics.
Okay. Trump Hannibal Lecter. I think you'll find this funny.
Go for it.
This is probably one of the most political topics I'll ever bring up. But let me put it this way:
I'm
Max
sorry.
has implied I am not a Trump supporter, and I
know
don't
he's just a
think-
conservative.
not even.
Not anymore.
I'm politically bisexual.
Okay, that's called being a moderate.
Yeah.
Or a progressive, depending. Sometimes kind
I'm
of
definitely more moderate. There's things
a centrist.
on both ends that I like, and
big
there's things
ass
on both
fucking
ends I
bitch.
definitely disagree with. But I'm also, there's no politics, man. It's all sign language. Anyway, I'm just a storyteller.
I'm gonna end you.
But I just think Trump is just a ridiculously silly man, and if you can't admit that,
Whoa.
yeah. And there was this one video. It's almost embarrassing to watch, but I saw it on my feed, and it was Trump talking for some reason, saying insane asylum, like Hannibal Lecter. Hey, he's gonna have you for dinner. He's gonna have you for dinner, pointing at a specific audience member, and then great guy, like talking about Hannibal Lecter like he knows him, and it's just a ridiculous video because he's for some reason talking about insane asylums. And then there was one comment that was just like, Guatemala has been sending insane asylums to the U.S. You know he's right. And I proceed to read through just like a chain of 85 comments of people just being like asking for proof for what he's saying, and asking for proof of what he's saying, and he's sending sources at the very least. But I'm just like, and I had to reply to him, and he didn't respond to this reply. That was just like, dude, that is not what this post is criticizing. We're just saying he said, what the fuck does Hannibal Lecter have to do with that? And why is Trump talking about him?
No, Hannibal was Panamanian.
And he didn't mention any of that. Trump is able to say whatever bullshit, and then there are people like you that just justify whatever he says.
No, you're not. To be clear, once again, he does not mean he's talking about the commenter.
No.
They came out like you said that I justify whatever.
No. That's basically what I replied. It's like, dude, he was talking about Hannibal Lecter like he was a personal friend. And I don't think he was talking about insane asylums. I think he connected the word asylum, like offering asylum, to insane asylum. I think that's how
he's
he
a
got
genius. There. Oh God, no one does it like him.
But I guess the truth is, I know he's right, and I.
And you have to defend him once again.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn. Topic or thoughts on that? Or,
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, that's not. I mean, there's videos of him shitting himself on stage. Like, there's a lot you could go with that. There's just the Trump book is a lot of pages.
Yeah.
In terms of crazy, he wanted to feed people who were trying to cross the border to alligators. I think I've told you that before. He asked his staff if he could put an alligator moat.
A moat of alligators and snakes.
Yeah, then he asked if he could just shoot them.
Yeah.
People who were trying to cross the border. And they're like, oh, no, Donald, you can't do that.
Silly man. Silly Donald.
So, idiot, but okay. You know what? Nope.
I've been watching Mad Men.
Don't spoil a fucking thing. That's like a top show I need to watch.
It makes me want to smoke cigarettes.
That doesn't surprise me.
I really want to start smoking.
Smoking is really cool.
It's the only other show that's had this effect on me is Peaky Blinders.
I'm worried I'm
both
peaking,
Peaky
actually.
Blinders and Mad Men make me want to smoke cigarettes really badly.
Yeah, cigarettes are really cool and good for you.
Yeah.
Smoke cigarettes.
Mad Men is really good.
I like
it
John
might
Hamm.
be a little slow for your taste.
No. I've been able to watch actually decently paced shows recently.
Okay, because it's like it's a good show. It's a good show. What I will say about it is it's 2007, which is earlier than I thought it was, considering It's definitely the earliest show I can think of to utilize like hard lighting. Every other show just has very like most TV shows. They're not trying to be very artistically there, right? Like for a long time now, TV shows weren't known for that.
Domestic, popular shows, yes.
Yeah, and
Well, Breaking Bad,
no, but Breaking Bad, 2008.
The Office.
But so like look, but let me put it this way: 90% of the time, if I show you a screenshot of a TV show, you're able to tell it's a TV show. I show you a screenshot of a movie, you're able to tell it's a movie. You know?
Not me.
No, but not
Unless you're
recent
looking
stuff.
for artistic stuff like designed a certain way.
That's
or
what I'm saying.
whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So but Mad Men seems like what I could tell the first step towards TV shows starting to be produced like movies. So I'm very grateful to it.
You think it's kind of like a touchstone that kind of changed a bit of the industry?
Oh, definitely. Especially since the way my dad put it, it's definitely one of the first. It's not like a thriller or a detective show or anything. It's not like particular kind of show. It is. It's completely its own thing. There's no other show like it.
Okay. I trust it.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
It's really good.
Can I tell you about my stupid dream now?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
So
check my
I
notes
just
for it.
I knew this harmonica would piss you the fuck off. I was so.
Okay.
I'm having such a good time. Those tears were of pure joy, by the way.
That's crazy shit.
Yeah, pure joy.
That's crazy shit. Okay.
I was trying not to laugh so hard that it came out of my eyes.
That's a problem. you should. Okay, whatever. So I know dreams are kind of boring. I thought this was kind of interesting.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you and me. All right. I actually don't know if you were there, but you should have been there. I think you were.
In your dream?
Yes.
Oh, you dreaming about me?
And all of our entire high school and most people that we know.
Oh.
Yes. Aliens come down, world gets raptured, but not actually raptured. Comes a Lord of the Flies situation. We get trapped in a massive...
Lord of the Flies, or this is the end?
Well, no, closer to Lord of the Flies.
Okay.
Basically, all of the teenagers get trapped in this giant building. There's about 5,000 of us. 5,000 is the
Squeal
heart.
like Piggy on the Lord of her thighs. Dude, that's a...
I know.
Yes.
I recognize that. Go
Yeah.
listen to you guys' episode.
Yeah.
Basically, there's 5,000 of us. It's a interesting. It's like okay, there's, and we're basically in a massive basketball stadium. Basketball stadium. Yeah, like professional but bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's maybe 200 feet in the air. And there's no central ground, and it's all basically a giant. It looks like the Portal warehouse, or like it looks like it's built in Portal.
Yeah.
And there's a singular head evil guy. He's Dave Blunts. If anyone knows who that is, he is this extraordinarily fat rapper, and he's also kind of like the Baron Harkonnen. And we get put into groups, and chosen at random to do different games to live or die.
Yeah.
I start organizing a revolt. This goes very poorly for me.
Yeah.
And Baron Harkonnen says, all right, everyone, it's time for the Hollywood section. Are you ready? And he has an army of teenagers, basically, like older than us slightly, like college kids, effectively.
So not teenagers.
No, sorry, like college kids.
Yeah.
And they're all dressed...
Also, you realize we're college kids.
Yeah, but like older college kids. They're like, yeah, older college kids. We're high schoolers in this. And they're also dressed as cops.
Okay.
Which is really funny because they're probably smarter than most cops. Anyways,
wow, that's an opinion.
cops are dipshits. No, sorry.
Blue lives matter.
Okay, Mr. Not Political, Not Trump supporter.
Hey, it's all sign language.
Hey man, how did the police union vote? Okay. Anyways, for the Hollywood section, he goes, well, Max, you've gained some followers and some support from your fellow classmates. So we're gonna do some trivia. You ready? And he asks me like who painted some irrelevant shit from the early 1800s. I biff it, and he's like, all right, start running. And I say,
Okay.
oh shit. And I start running, and I see the older kids start also running. And there is a horde of people chasing me down through the stadium, all armed with like battalions. Like, if you've seen the electric wands from Loki, like the plasma wands, you're not really listening. That's fine.
Yeah, no, the wands from Loki, the plasma wands.
Okay, yeah, they're trying to chase me and kill me a whole bunch.
Yeah,
and I die surrounded by like 15 people who are all familiar that like we know.
Yeah.
From college.
College or high school?
College people are the ones who are killing me.
Oh, so
people from high school. Know? What?
Wait.
That we both know.
Some of my college people too?
Yes.
Like LSU people?
Yes.
Guys, if you're a patron, you get to make it into Max's dreams.
You do. I'm a creative dreamer. Well, everyone that we've ever known from high school or like our childhood watches and is like forced into silence. With Baron Harkonnen as Dave Blunt just sitting there collapsing a couch under his big body.
Yep.
And yeah, so that was my
That's
dream.
a beautiful dream.
I dream
Thank you
really...
for sharing that with me.
Kill yourself.
No, seriously.
I dream very colorfully, and it sucks sometimes.
I don't remember the last time I dreamed.
I dream in YA novels.
That is a YA.
Yeah, I know. It's a problem.
Wow.
Wait, you said you don't remember. Oh, you're an insomniac. Of course you don't.
Yeah. No. Last night watching A Complete Unknown, my brother agreed that Bob Dylan is literally me. And I feel like
What?
that's not a compliment.
No.
No,
From the impression we heard,
well, no,
it isn't.
It's not. That is not accurate. Well, to be fair, I really do love his music. I'm a big Bob Dylan fan. I don't know how you didn't know that, but
knock knock knocking on heaven's door.
But the thing is, like, it was just like there would be a scene of him, you know, instead of sleeping, working on a song at like 3 a.m. and then my brother would lean over and go, "Literally you," and he did that a few times throughout the movie.
No, see that's
and
different.
The thing is, this movie did
difference?
represent Bob Dylan as a very flawed man.
You know the big difference?
Yeah.
He finished his work.
Well,
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
You don't.
I finished
Maladaptive.
other people's work that I help with.
That doesn't count.
That counts.
No, it doesn't, because that's just an excuse
I've
for
got
you
a
to not
lot
do
of
your own
credits
work.
on my
That's just a
IMDb.
procrastination account.
Anyway, so at the movie theater, my brother brought this up, and I wanted to say this. AMC, please listen. You know your little intro with
When
Nicole?
you're here,
You know that your little intro with Nicole Kidman?
beautiful, by the way.
We make movies better. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 that you see every time at the beginning of an AMC movie. I've gotten used to it. It's fine. You know, somehow heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Near the end, she says, "The indescribable feeling when the lights dim." That's your fucking cue to dim the lights. What a missed opportunity. If you do it like 15 seconds after.
What a stupid, minuscule problem with that.
I'm just saying, listen up, AMC. Also, bring back intermissions.
For movies?
Yeah. There are a lot of 3-hour movies coming out.
Okay, see, past a certain time, sure.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying like I was fine during A Complete Unknown. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's fine. But like if the
That's kinda
movie
getting there.
if the movie's over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, intermission.
Yeah. Yeah. Another topic I have. Oh, Joker 2. I haven't seen Joker 2 yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you guys didn't actually watch it?
No, I do want to see it. Just so that I can say I've seen it. Here's what I'll say.
Watch the source material. Like the movie it's based off. The umbrella scene. Watch the actual French one. Go on.
You mean... Huh?
You know that scene with the umbrellas? Like that's in all the trailers? That's in all the trailers?
I didn't pay close attention to that.
Okay, there's a scene with the umbrellas. It's based off of like...
Based on?
It's based on a French new wave movie.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
The people say super artsy and
I
amazing.
know the movie you're talking about.
That's all. That's all.
Well, the first movie was just Taxi Driver meets King of Comedy, but everybody knows that. But here's what I'll say. I outlined a Batman TV show because my brother challenged me to back in early high school. And in season 2, I did give Joker a musical sequence. One that gets cut off, right? And so
I'm gonna hold my mic and make sure you're still recording.
Okay. Back when they announced this movie, and they announced that it's a musical, I was like, oh, kind of like my little idea, except, obviously it wouldn't be. Apparently wasn't pulled off as well as mine would have been.
Okay.
For my musical sequence, the song I chose was "For Once in My Life" by Stevie Wonder. This was early high school, before this movie was even announced. And it's because he's singing about Batman. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me. It was a little idea. Earlier this week, I see a clip from Joker 2. And Joker is singing "For Once in My Life" by Stevie Wonder. Todd Phillips, how did you hack my notes app? How did you do it?
You're yelling loud enough that it's picking up in my mic. You can mute me, it's fine.
Yeah.
But that's just interesting.
How did you do it, Todd Phillips? I'm bewildered. I'm shocked. How did you do it? I'm not going to tell you my backup song that I will now have to use, because you'll steal that one too, won't you? But granted, I'll probably watch the movie and it'll be in there too.
This is probably just like a common thing.
You think a lot of people
Stevie Wonder isn't necessarily like a super underground artist.
I know he's not, but still, it is a crazy coincidence that he also thought of that song. Except in this movie, he's singing about Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Just stupid, because the Joker's not supposed to care about Harley Quinn, but it's okay. Except Arthur Fleck.
Katy Perry or Lady Gaga?
Lady Gaga. Arthur Fleck is not the Joker, and everybody knows this. He's a separate character who looks like the Joker.
Okay, you're going the Gotham route.
What? Oh, no. I don't mean that. I don't mean he's like some guy who inspires the Joker either. I just mean the Joker is not a victim of society. The Joker is the one Batman villain.
Society.
The Joker is the one Batman villain who isn't a villain. That's what makes him interesting.
He's a villain.
Sorry, he's the one Batman villain who isn't a victim. That's what makes him interesting. He is 100% a villain.
Penguin is not a victim.
He, in some ways, he still is. Like, the Joker...
Clayface.
Bane is a victim. He was in Santa Prisca. His father was a criminal, and then his father died or went missing, depending on what source material. And
he had to do it.
The corrupt government.
Okay.
Yeah, needed to do his prison time. And then who's the other one? You said Bane. Who?
Maybe I said Riddler.
Riddler is totally a victim. Did you watch the Batman?
Yeah.
He was an orphan.
Oh, okay.
And
victim.
Yeah. No, but all of these...
Clayface. Killer Shark.
Clayface...
Killer Shark.
You mean Killer Croc?
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc was bullied his entire life for his fucking skin condition that makes him look like a crocodile. Clayface, which one? There's 4.
Any of them?
Basil Carlo is an actor with strong... Look, what I'm saying is every single one of Batman's villains is a victim in some sense.
Okay. And Joker's not.
And Joker's not. That's what makes him interesting.
Is that he's just evil for evil's sake.
Yeah, at least he very well could be. And that's why he is the one who you question, should Batman kill this guy? He's the one who tests Batman's rule. He's the one who's irredeemable. Okay.
Counterpoint, in The Dark Knight, he should die.
Yeah. That's my point.
That one is pretty easy. He should kill.
No, but that's my point. The Joker is someone who honestly really should die, and that's why he's interesting. Except then that makes character like Harley Quinn interesting, depending on if you use her right. Because, and this is, I believe, this is something that High Top Films said something similar. One of the main reasons Batman doesn't kill is because every one of these criminals has loved ones. They all have people who will feel that same pain that Bruce felt when his parents died. Even the Joker has Harley Quinn.
Sometimes. Harley Quinn was a much later addition.
She was introduced in the animated series. You think I don't fucking know that? What are you trying to preach this to? What is your point?
No, if you're looking at the origin of the character pre-Harley Quinn, I think that's interesting to think about.
Yeah.
What about Calendar Man?
What about Calendar Man?
It's just the shitty Zodiac clown.
He's the greatest Batman villain.
Nope.
I was here at your beginning, and I'll be
Batman
here at
Who
your
Laughs.
end, Batman.
I would argue Batman Who Laughs.
He's no.
To be an
No.
anti-hero?
Huh?
Anti-hero?
Oh no, he's a villain. Are you
Okay,
fucking
cool.
kidding me?
I don't know anything about the Batman Who Laughs.
You don't know anything about the Batman Who Laughs? Do you want to know?
No, we have too much Batman talk.
Fine.
How do we get on this?
Oh wait, what is stupid Batman quote? Oh, I wanted to talk. Okay, there is one thing on my topic channel. There's this one Batman quote from one Batman comic. This is apparently a quote from Batman, and it's totally something that's smart enough for Batman to say. When you kill a killer, the number of killers in the world stays the same.
Okay, that's cool.
No, it's terrible.
It's really stupid.
Yeah. And
Because
this
then you kill two killers, and then
yes.
the killer
So you'll kill two killers.
is -1.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the problem. Batman's supposed to be like really smart,
World's
right?
greatest detective.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not all writers are that smart, if any. It's hard to be as smart as Batman. So when you're trying to write a smart guy as a non-smart guy, you write some non-smart stuff.
You write some
But then
really
that
dumb
stuff
bullshit.
becomes canon. And then you see pictures of this quote posted around,
Oh
and then
my
everybody
God.
in the comments will just be like, okay, I'll kill two killers. And I hate that this is a canon Batman quote. I hate it.
Which canon?
DC Comics.
No, like, is it like a specific, like, Batman in this universe?
No, it's main universe.
Ugh. It's so stupid.
As far as I remember.
It's really stupid.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that. Batman's smarter than that. Please, people.
Is he really, though? All right, we're going to talk about Jason Momoa's Supergirl 2026.
Oh, yes. All
right, you're going to explain why you're excited, then I'm going to explain why Jason you shouldn't be.
Jason Momoa is literally, look at him. He's Lobo.
He's from Ohio.
Bro's literally the main man.
He's half Ohioan and grew up in Ohio.
Your point?
He's half corn.
What's your point? You're gonna have to elaborate.
Lobos are really cool. I guess. Okay. Explain why you're happy about this casting.
Because that's exactly who Jason Momoa thought he would be cast as in the first place, and then they said Aquaman. He's literally
Yikes.
spoken about this in an interview.
Did you consider the Aquaman movies are really good? They're excellent
You're funny.
examples of
You're
cinema
funny.
and not a waste of a massive movie budget.
Yeah. So he's playing Lobo, which is great. He's the main man now.
All right. So Twitch streamer Valkyrie.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah. She recently talked about.
Yeah.
Recently, this was a few
Did
months
we
ago.
talk about this?
No, this was before we podcasted.
I'm not sure.
This was before we had a
Oh,
podcast.
we talked about this in episode 0 on Patreon.
She talked about how Jason Momoa was like on set and was rude to staff and everyone else. And I thought to myself, yeah, no shit. He looks like an asshole,
Yeah, but
and it's shocking that he acts like one.
but hey, hear me out. Hear me out.
Mhm.
Lobo's a huge asshole.
Hear me out. What about James Gunn's no asshole on set, bro?
That is something to so maybe Valkyrie
Valkyrie.
misunderstood.
Maybe she misunderstood.
Yeah.
Person whose job it is to interact with other people online and in person.
Online.
And in person.
Online.
And to be also
Okay.
a professional model. And to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
You think she just was
And-
wrong.
Okay, I don't understand how. Okay, but like, okay, let me put it clearly. I'm not actually saying she's wrong, but like,
I'm saying she
how
is.
are those at all qualifications for reading someone's character? Oh, she's famous. So is he.
Kinda.
So is he.
Yeah, but different type of famous.
But I'm just like, if something got leaked about her,
A lot of stuff got leaked about her. She had a fake skin cream for blue light.
yeah, okay. So,
She's not a dick to service workers or people around
as far as we know,
her. Look, I'm a simp for her.
I don't know who she is.
She's very pretty.
Maybe you're a cool person, Valkyrie,
Her
but
name's
I don't know.
Rachel.
As far as
She's
I
a
know,
Twitch streamer.
but like at the same time,
Filipino, I think.
the Jason Momoa thing is alleged, and I haven't heard any other bad things about Jason Momoa, but I don't really keep up on Jason Momoa. I don't know. I think he's a good fit for the main man, though. But if he does turn out to be not a cool dude, that really sucks. But
I have an idea.
that really sucks.
So you're talking about Jason Momoa for Lobo.
Yes.
Also, I don't think Jason Momoa is a very good actor, but that's different.
No, this is the one character he could play. In
Ezra
DC.
Miller.
Ezra Miller?
Ezra Miller.
What about Ezra Miller?
Ezra Miller would be a great Lobo and Supergirl, which makes sense contextually.
And, you know, he's a great dude.
They.
Fuck!
He was
Wait,
so funny.
Is he non-binary? Are they? Is what? Who?
They are non-binary.
Zer?
Those are neopronouns. They're
Yeah.
weird shit, but they are non-binary.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was so funny because I was reading an article that was literally like, they broke into a couple's house and tried to kidnap them. Well, it was so funny because it was using very appropriate and respectful pronouns to someone who allegedly kidnapped a child and kept them in a gun house.
Bro and bro is a gender neutral thing.
Bro is gender neutral, as is dude, as is guy.
Yeah, but bro is literally the Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
How much do you know about the Reverse Flash?
Less than I know about Ezra Miller. Actually,
The
a good
Reverse
amount.
Flash.
I know a good amount about Eobard Thawne.
Yeah, Eobard, yeah. He is so... He's
21st century, when was he born? 2499?
something like
Or
that.
21...
He is
49.
he is the pettiest comic book character, and
Yep.
I love him. Do you know what he's done to Barry?
Everything. He made him piss himself. That was the name.
No, the meme was that he made him come at a woman's touch by jerking him off in super speed. Sorry, I'm so sorry for my wording, Mom, who's definitely not watching.
You should
Yeah.
watch.
It was me, Barry. I jerked you off in super speed to make it look like you ejaculated at just a woman's touch.
I did it.
But no, he's like made him miss baseball catches and baseball games by moving his arm
Nice.
and pushing him downstairs when he's not looking and leaving the door open so he loses his dog. Oh, and he also erased his childhood best friend from existence so he'd grow up alone. Because he just hates Barry Allen. And I love it.
I think that's
He
pretty
also,
fair.
you know the end of Flashpoint?
Yeah.
There's a comic that picks up right after Flashpoint. You know how Bruce Wayne gets that letter from his dad
Yes.
from the alternative timeline?
Yes.
Eobard Thawne shows up and just rips that shit up in front of Batman.
You're fucking kidding me. He's a dude.
It's
okay, I would like to see. I would like to see
It's right after.
Eobard Thawne try to kill the Batman, and Batman just has like some form of prep and just obliterates him.
No. Batman did have prep. He because the Reverse Flash was in the Batcave. He didn't just rip it up. He tried to beat up Batman, and then Batman, was basically able to talk him down because he basically hit a button that would call the Flash.
Oh.
Yeah, so he
It's
just
I'll
needed
call
to.
your mom.
I know. No, so he just needed him to keep him busy for like 5 seconds for the Flash to show up.
That's very
And
cool.
that's what he did. Because Batman's Batman.
Didn't he also do that in the beginning?
What do you mean?
No, at the beginning of Flashpoint. No. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the one where they're bringing to the Flash Museum. It's a bunch of villains.
Oh, yeah.
Boomerang. Eobard
That's the
Thawne.
beginning of Flashpoint.
That is the beginning. I've seen that movie so many times.
Yep.
Oh, it's a good movie. But it like gave me nightmares for a while. I'm serious.
Which part? Like the decapitating of Mira?
Decapitating.
Mara? Am I forgetting Aquawoman's name? What the fuck? Oh. I just lost so many
Marianne, something
nerd
like that.
points.
I don't know.
Amber Heard.
Yep.
We're just talking about a lot of controversial celebrities right now. aren't we?
Yeah. You want to talk about Blake Lively next? I know I don't.
Hey, dude, it ends with us.
And okay, a movie that has that much drama can't possibly be like good to watch. Like I think of, you know what I think of? I think of Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, that was an interesting one.
I didn't hate it as much as most people did.
I didn't see it.
Interesting. Harry Styles can act.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that.
Yeah. Who directed that again? Was it Greta Gerwig? No, it was not.
No, it was not.
Olivia Wilde.
I do not remember.
I think it was Olivia Wilde. I'm looking this up. Phil.
Apparently, like the villain. Who played the villain? Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
Yeah, wasn't there this big controversy because like they said the villain was based on like Jordan Peterson?
Yep. No. It was like a cult guy.
No, somebody said that they took inspiration from Jordan Peterson. There was some big
It was directed by Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde, yeah.
Harry Styles took over in 2020, replacing Shia LaBeouf after production.
Shia LaBeouf.
It's nice. After production had already begun.
Shia surprise. Did I show you that?
No, of course not.
I didn't show you Shia LaBeouf live.
I saw it in like 2012.
Okay. I love Shia LaBeouf live.
I'm looking into the. I keep feeling. I'm looking.
Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Okay. It is. Frank is inspired by psychologist and author Jordan Peterson, whom she called a pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Peterson rejected the characterization, but expressed interest and said that perhaps he should watch the film, which was funny. He's also a piece of shit, evil person, and I hate him.
I just don't know much about him. I just know that he does say a lot of silly things.
It's such an interesting movie. I pulled up the picture of Olivia Wilde.
Wait, I also wanted to talk about my early high school days because I did some reflecting. You talk about how I was a big Jordan Peterson fan. I was not. I would just bring it up to you because it would piss you off. But I wasn't. Let me put it this way. I mentioned this briefly about algorithms.
Yep.
But let me put it this way. I was very depressed in early high school.
Yep.
And then one of the things that, the algorithms love to show lonely, depressed guys, incels, if you will.
Yep.
Are the few clips of people like Jordan Peterson saying something that actually sounds interesting.
You told me this already.
Yeah. Did I? I didn't remember.
Yep, on the podcast.
But I'm just saying, I nearly fell into the trap that a lot of people fall into.
I did the same thing as you, but a few years before. Because I'm also a little bit older. Yeah. And then I realized, God, I'm miserable to be around.
For me, it wasn't that. It was just like I did see more clips, and I was like, "Oh, this man is silly."
He's okay. Okay, I'm going to say something kind of controversial.
Oh,
it's a good thing for a podcast. You know how all these like David Goggins, Andrew Tate, Jordan Peterson, they talk about how you can do anything.
Yeah,
and you can like motivate yourself through your mind, your body, your willpower.
Yeah.
I would like to give all three of these people any question from my first calculus test in college. It's like, you're such a genius. You can do anything. Do calculus, man.
Yeah.
Don't say words and bullshit. Do math.
Do they get to study?
They get to study an average amount.
Do they get the choice to study?
They get the choice to study an average amount.
Okay. That because that can prove something.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're so sure that you are like literally, I'm critiquing the culture of white men, like a Jocko Willink culture. I'm critiquing that currently.
Yeah, but it's like
okay. Can
I want to stop talking about this because I do not want people like. I am not someone who deserves to be listened to any more than any other person, or maybe I am. But I'm not going to go out of my way and be that or try to be that. This is a reason to talk.
Let me say one final point and then I'll move on.
Yeah.
There's a podcast called the Whatever Podcast.
Yeah.
They're okay. Imagine Andrew Tate, but like 10 to 30% stupider and way more sexist.
Uh-huh.
And they had a really famous clip a while ago where basically, guy's talking about how he's like a man of discipline and he goes to the gym all the time. But then he talks about how he can't date only one person at a time. He needs to have constantly women and women.
Oh, yeah. Of course. I feel the same way.
And then...
Dude, wait, no, I forgot to... Bob Dylan.
Anyways,
sorry, Bob Dylan.
They have like...
Bob
they
Dylan.
have a cadre of women in there.
I worship women. Everyone should have one.
Yeah. One of the cadre of women is just like, hey, you say you're a man of discipline. Why can't you commit yourself to one woman?
Uh-huh.
Pretty low bar question. He's
Yeah.
like, I think you're kind of a bitch, and you're like really a goody two shoes, like kind of annoying little bitch.
That's
You
really
should get out of my podcast.
He's really emotionally disciplined.
Yeah, and I think of that whenever I hear about like podcast culture, which is probably a
here's what I'm
sentence
saying.
that should get me drug checked.
No, and then like all of a sudden it's just like suddenly we were talking about just like ideals and people. The last thing I want to do is push my ideology into the world. I just want to pretend to be Bob Dylan. Okay, I just want to be a
Bob Dylan would never push an ideology. Bob Dylan would never push an ideology.
As long as this podcast exists, you should watch these movies. I think you'd find them interesting.
I want to. I was gonna watch
Complete Unknown.
with my dad.
Watch Complete Unknown before watching I'm Not There. Although I'm not sure you would like I'm Not There. It's if you didn't like Legion, you won't like I'm Not There. They're very artsy, very
Baz Luhrmann. Yeah.
No.
I hate Baz Luhrmann. We've talked about this.
Yeah, but no, to put that in the same category. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna steal the story.
How
I'm
dare
gonna
you.
steal a story from someone who will never listen to this podcast.
Okay.
We have a friend who has an extraordinarily similar backstory to Luigi Mangione, and it is in fact also at Penn right now. And this person is a computer scientist at Penn, like Luigi, and told me this story a few days ago. This person was in the class that Luigi TA'd for. Was in the class that Luigi TA'd for. And one day before the shooting happens, the main professor says, hey guys, I want to say thank you for having me in your class. I want you to use your powers for good. Use your thinking and your abilities in computer science.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly. And he says, I never want to see you in the newspaper for anything bad. I only want to see you in the news. This is the main professor to the class that Luigi TA'd for. To which immediately the day following.
That's yeah. But he was in the newspapers for something bad, you're saying, Max? My upper middle class friend?
I think it's questionable.
It is murder. Which is not
Muck duck.
because Max,
How many people die?
Max,
How many people die
Max,
due to being underinsured in America?
Max, when you kill
To a non-preventative care system.
when you kill a killer, the number of killers stays the same.
That's like, imagine applying that logic. I hate doing this, but I love doing this. Applying that logic to Hitler. It's like, I can't kill Hitler. I'd be a murderer. It's like, I think you can rationalize that one
killers in the
pretty
world would
good.
say the same.
Yeah. It's like, I think you can rationalize out that rounding error pretty good. God, you're tired. This is a problem. We're supposed to watch movies after this.
Well, you suggested we can do that tomorrow.
No.
Why not?
I don't know. Because you're not going to wake up till like 7 p.m. p.m.
Yeah, because I got a podcast episode to edit, buddy.
You don't have to do it overnight.
It's got to be ready by Friday.
You could go to bed early and then wake up early and then do it.
Yeah, so go to bed, wake up early, come over here, watch movies, go back, edit podcast, have it posted by Friday for our patrons, and then Saturday for normal you normal people.
Or we can watch the movie tonight.
We could, but I don't know. I am feeling a little tired. Well,
Well,
this is something to talk about.
This is not a reason to talk.
Yeah. Any more topics in that topic channel of yours?
We need one last topic to carry us over. I have close ties to Luigi Mangione. We're talking about Lobo. Bob Dylan was Jewish. Did I talk about? I did talk about that last time. Let me think if there's any political thing that I want to talk about.
No, we've done enough politics today.
We really have. I haven't gotten to do very much at all.
What do you mean?
I barely got to do any.
You had every opportunity to talk throughout this episode. I did nothing to distract you.
Oh, no, I do want to talk about this, and it is political, but sorry. Okay, so shut up. Okay. Elon Musk is a big employer of, he likes to think he's a big employer of immigrant workers or people coming to the U.S. to work and seeking citizenship status through work called a H-1B visa. Now, America has a very small quantity of H-1B visas, which means as soon as we, but people can come here for education. So as soon as we educate someone to a very high level in any industry, we basically say, you can't stay in America, you can't get a job here. Get out of our country, effectively, which is not a good system. You're not listening to me, but that's fine.
Oh, I am.
Okay. Elon wants to massively increase this number. He wants to double it. However, Vivek Ramaswamy, who is he is the co-chair of Doge, which is fucking stupid, but whatever. He's the co-chair of Doge. He doesn't want that. He wants the opposite. Now, they've been having very public political discourses. Elon pretended to be someone else on Twitter to have a discussion with all these people.
Oh, God.
He pretended to be someone named Adrian something.
Oh, not Adrian.
And he basically very publicly said, someone needs to fucking do this. I can't deal with these fucking crackheads. This is the mountain I will die on.
Not cracker. He didn't say crackheads.
To the entire Trump administration who he's currently employed by.
Oh, no.
These fucking crackheads, I will literally do everything in my power to get this through.
How crazy.
You know nothing about American politics.
No, keep going.
I think, okay. I feel like it's not normal for politicians to call each other crackheads.
Fair
and
enough.
Fucking dipshits on policy before anyone's actually in power yet, who are part of the same cabinet?
So why are you allowed to say things that are obvious? And when I do, you start strawmanning me.
What are you talking? Oh, it's different. This is different when I do it.com.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Politics calling each other crackheads? What the fuck that about?
It's just, there's so many things.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's stepfather, maybe his real father. No, his real father is also his uncle. Because Elon Musk's father had a child with his own stepdaughter.
Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
That took a second for me to process.
Yeah. Therefore, he's his own grandfather. Like, he's a grandfather and father to the same person. And uncle. Kind of.
Hey, you may not like what...
To the same person.
You may not
then
like
they got
what
married, and I think they're having more kids.
You may not like what he does,
like 12
but
kids.
Are you prepared to denounce his right to do it?
He owns an emerald mine. Of course I am.
Sorry, no, I was quoting the tagline for a movie I watched recently. No, I just didn't know what else to say.
He's like a pedophile rapist. I feel like it's pretty easy to shit on this person.
Yeah. But what's the point? There's nothing I could say that hasn't been said.
You know this podcast is called A Reason to Talk, right?
Yeah.
What would you prefer it be? What time are we at? 1:32.
Yeah, we're right there.
We're right there, but I don't know when we started. We started pretty close to actually as soon as we tried the next one. All right, well, this has been A Reason to Talk.
This has been A Reason to Talk.
This has been our first in-person episode with handheld mics, which I actually think will be really good.
Hopefully we're not cutting out half of the time, but if so, then we have the backed up audio from the camera, so if the audio is crappy...
Hello, Patreon.
It's Wednesday. This is our episode.
This is our episode.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. Bye now.
Auf Wiedersehen.